Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's been a minute, I know, but that's kind of how videos are going lately. I mean, this has always been just me making a random video here and there. Of course, there was kind of the prime where I was hitting a lot of clips, and some of the other COD titles did lend themselves more to short little clip videos or clip highlights as opposed to these newer games. I still hit clips on this game, but it's just, I don't know, like they're not as clean or they're not as frequent and not really worth. They almost look all the same. It'll just be, run around the bus on Nuketown, hit a quad feed, or I get a half random tomahawk or something. Nothing crazy. I think deserves an upload on its own. So this video, on the other hand, this gameplay does deserve an upload. As the title would suggest, I couldn't keep it a secret, could not sit in suspense. It took me a few months. I wasn't sweating every single day, like grinding for this, but something I've been trying to do. It's a goal every Call of Duty, the road to 100, and we did it. 103 and 30. Now, I want to quickly, just briefly, I want to highlight the other end of this 100-plus kill game, which is the 30 deaths, because it's not the end of the world. It's not too much, or very dramatic, not nearly as much as, it's not crazy, but I've seen some YouTubers that I follow or have followed in the past that are known for their gameplay ability, the quality of their gameplay, high kills, nuclears, gun streaks, whatever it may be. That's their shtick. And of course, they have since developed and become a personality and they have a following that way. But the core of their, I guess, identity is I'm really good at the game. I'm one of these, Marka J, so-and-so, someone at that level. I've seen, and it's not Marka J doing this. I haven't really watched him lately. I've seen some similar style YouTubers that are posting 100 pluses, like 105 and 1, 108 and 0, 80 gun streak, double nuclear in Cold War. Now, if you played Cold War, I want you to ask yourself, what is the likelihood that someone who's capable, maybe even yourself, someone who's capable of dropping 100 plus in a normal length game, let's say even guns, or let's say, you're not dropping gunships because they don't really work that well. I feel like mine get shot out of the air or the spawn protection screws me. Just, napalms, UAVs, whatever it may be. Or just over 100 plus. Someone who's capable of doing that with skill-based matchmaking as sensitive and as intense. Is that an oxymoron I just said? I don't know. With skill-based matchmaking as powerful as it is in Cold War, what is the likelihood that someone with that ability is going to get put in a shitter lobby, in an absolute bot lobby to hit those kind of gameplays? I don't know. Personally, I'm a little skeptical, but that's not my place to sit here and call out names and be like, you are scamming, you are misrepresenting, because who gives a shit, man? It's a video game. These dudes got millions of subs. Making YouTube content is their livelihood, and honestly, if I was known, if I was, I have 600k subs, and I'm known for being a G at the game, and that's my livelihood, I need to be good, or at least not awful. And, no one wants to watch someone suck at the game. You can be all right and be a good personality, but if you suck, no one's going to watch. So I'm not saying that this stuff is happening for fact. I don't have any evidence to prove it as fact. You need solid evidence to do something like that, but something's up. So I just wanted to highlight that. I did die 30 times, so this is a legit lobby. There was no tomfoolery going on. You can see some of the mini-map triangles. Those are my boys. We're playing with the squad. Nothing nefarious. Nefarious. Man, I butchered that. Good God. I'm not recording this again. This is like the third time. We're going with it. Nefarious. Hope that's the right version. So, what's the video about today? It is about skill-based matchmaking. I thought I'd use this gameplay. I had some other ones I was going to use, but this one's, I think, a very good gameplay to use in the background because it's me popping off how I was impressed with myself, but also just talk about the system overall and why I think it doesn't work as intended. And this is not, a thought exclusive to me. This is not some kind of revelation that I made. It's been echoed around the community, but I just thought I'd throw in my own 2 cents. I've been playing for over a decade of Call of Duty, so, whatever. I figure I'd give my own opinion on it, and if you don't like it, then all right, just shoot. I tried. So, skill-based matchmaking. Now, quick review of what it is, why it's here, if you're not familiar or not incredibly up to date. So skill-based matchmaking, for those of you who don't know, basically changed the way matchmaking operated going from Advanced Warfare onward, in my own experience and from what I know. Before then, Call of Duty would match players based on connection, which was based on your geographical location. So whoever was closest to you, random players, of course, your party, it would, you'd sync up on them, but it would try to match people based on their connection because, internet was not that phenomenal, and it still is not completely, perfect by a long shot, even to this date. But 5-10 years ago, high-speed internet was rare. Now it's a little bit more common, but still not widespread. So, back in the day, around 2009, 2012, that window, the connection needed to be stable as possible. There were no independent servers hosting COD games. A player would host the lobby. That's where the host migration stuff would come in if the host happened to leave the game, and so on. So in Advanced Warfare, Activision switched things up. Now, I didn't notice it in the titles before Cold War, but I've noticed it for sure in Cold War. So basically, skill-based matchmaking, instead of basing player connections on their geographical location in their region, it's going to match players based on their skill level. So my understanding is score per minute, kill-death ratio, win-loss ratio, etc. Basically, how good of a player are you? What is your average performance? And it'll take those numbers. I've heard as quickly as the next game. I've heard, the next couple games. I don't know exactly. I don't know if the exact details are even public knowledge. They will be soon, because I did read that Activision is looking to patent their skill-based matchmaking algorithm, their system. So a patent makes everything public knowledge. You can look it up at the patent office online. So we'll see. But skill-based matchmaking basically makes it so that you are paired up with people of equal skill. Now, why is that a thing? Why did Activision decide that was a better system than the old school, just match people up based on connection, and then we'll split the teams from there based on skill, and we'll have a somewhat, as much as possible, balanced fight? Well, Call of Duty as a franchise is pretty old, and a lot of these details and thoughts aren't exclusive to me. I watched a few COD guys, some OG guys talk about it, and I didn't really think about some of this stuff, some of these angles, but one of the things mentioned was how old the franchise is. The franchise is 17 years old. COD 1 came out in 2003. It's 2020 now, so some quick math. Yeah, that's a long time. I'm 22 years old as a human being, as a person. COD is not that much younger than I am, and it's still going strong. It's still making a ton of money, and it's probably not going to go away anytime soon. There will be an end, but who knows when, because it's making Activision way too much money, even more now with the microtransactions. I'm sure they wish they could have done that starting in 2009 and been milking that money since then. But with the franchise as old as it is, it's hard to get new players. Now, why is the skill-based matchmaking as, strong or turned up as high as it is in this game? Well, my theory is Warzone was Activision, or I guess Call of Duty, probably Activision's answer to Fortnite, Apex, the Battle Royale craze, the free-to-play Battle Royale that was all the rage. It was what the young gamers, the most impressionable, the future, lifetime customers, the gamers who are statistically more likely to buy the in-game bullshit. If someone my age who's paying for their own stuff, it's like, I don't need that skin. But if, you got a parent's credit card hooked up to your PlayStation, you might be like, yeah, I'll get the battle pass. I'll do this and that. I mean, nothing wrong with that. You're a kid, have fun with it. I'm sure I bought some stupid shit and had my parents buy some stupid shit when I was a kid. So after Warzone, Activision's like, okay, how do we get these new players to transition from Warzone, buy this new COD title being Cold War, and play it and want to stay? Because if they like the game, I'm sure they have data to back this up, but I know that I like COD. I buy the game every year. I just do. So skill-based matchmaking was the answer, and it cranked that bitch up, because in theory, it would take the new players who log into the game for the first time, very inexperienced with COD, and they would be awful because you never played a game. It's like, I've never driven before. Hop in this, Formula One race car and go tearing around the track. You're going to kill yourself. So the theory was, okay, we'll make it so that, these people learning how to drive, learning how to play, we'll put them in their own little area, their Fisher-Price lobby, the Weenie Hut Jr. They can, play with their fellow, I don't want to be, say anything crazy. Their fellow noobs, I guess. And then they can figure out mechanics, figure out, okay, this is map control, this is my jump shot, whatever it may be. And then once their skill increased, they would filter up the ladder and get it put up against those more skilled, more seasoned vets. Now, why does that not work? Well, it doesn't work for anyone involved, but I'll focus on the new players first because I think that's where it's intended to work most, and it's not even working there, and it's only worse as you go up the skill ladder. So someone joins in, picks up Cold War New, and they start out, barely able to play, but then they start picking up some skill. All right, I've been playing, every day for the last month or so, starting to get an idea, a feel for this, we're moving up. But the way that skill-based matchmaking works, it's constantly trying to balance you out, always trying to find your equal so that you're not pub stomping, but you're also not getting shit on, because they know that if you're getting shit on, you're not having fun, and then if you're pub stomping, the other team is not having any fun. So they want to keep everyone at that almost 1 KD area, so everyone has, in theory, I guess, would have fun and want to play. Well, for new players, you get good, and then the second you have a good game or break out of that skill gap, that skill level, you're going to get thrown up into the fire, dude. You're going to get shredded by those sweaty vets, and then your KD's going to take a hit, your score per minute will take a hit, and it's like, oh, shoot, that's not the right lobby for you. We'll drop you back down into the Fisher-Price lobby. So you're just going to sit in that comfort zone the whole time you play this game. You're never going to be able to branch up and really challenge your skill level with these sweats, such as myself. It's not a flex, it's just reality. I'll be self-aware enough to know I'm one of those sweaty shits that just runs around and ruins people's day on pubs. But even the new players can't branch out, and it's even worse for the vets, because if you're someone like myself who's been playing for over 10 years and happens to be good at Call of Duty, every game you play feels like a game battle. It feels like a sweat fest. You have to be, up in your chair, close to your screen. You can't be sitting back, music on. No way. You got to be up close to your screen, even to go even to compete, to win some of these games, much less, drop nukes or high kills or whatever. And then if you do good, the same way it happens for the new players. You do good, your score per minute goes up, your KD is going up. It's like, oh, whoa. You're too powerful in these lobbies. We're going to push you up into the pros. You're going to go up another level because we don't want you pub stomping these new guys. Well, you go up a level, and these guys are even sweatier because there's always someone better than you. That's just life. And then you're going to get shit on there, and then the game's like, oh, whoa, my bad. That lobby is too hard for you. We want you to have fun. We'll drop you back down to where you were, into the lesser skilled lobby. So new player, vet player, or somewhere in between, you're just kind of idling in between these couple of, quote, brackets of skill. It doesn't allow any of the randomness that I think the COD public or the COD casual playlist is based on, which is that randomness where you could join in. Yeah, and this is based on connection, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, you could join up against a full team of sweats and get pounded, but you knew in the back of your mind that, okay, this game's rough, this game sucks, but next match, potential to get up against some much easier guys, have some fun. Christmas noobs was a whole thing, that random connection, like, hey boys, hop on, it's Christmas Day, people will be hopping on for the first time, I am ready to play against these noobs. None of that now. Now it's just a competitive game battle, MLG Pro League game almost every match. Does it make you want to play? Because you're punished for doing good, and if you have some rough matches, you're like, geez, I'm getting shit on, then you're going to get dropped back down, and you're going to have fun for a little bit, but even in the back of your mind, as you're having fun in that game, like that 100 plus, I knew as I was doing good, I'm like, these next lobbies are going to suck, and they did. So it doesn't encourage long time play. It doesn't encourage people to grind the game, go for prestiges, camos, or anything, because you're punished for doing good. You're punished for getting better, and the way you get better at a game is to play it. So I'm not really sure what they're going for in terms of skill-based matchmaking with it set to this level, because I think it really discourages constant play. But that's my 2 cents. I personally think it hurts everybody in the community, in the ecosystem, because new players aren't testing their skill with the vets, the skilled players. Skilled players are stuck up there at that top level, just battling it out, only getting better, which is going to make it a question is if they can even turn skill-based matchmaking down, because everyone at that high level is so used to just sweating their balls off every game. They're going to be even better now. So I don't know what the answer is. Excuse me. Personally, I would make it a setting. You could go in there and toggle skill-based matchmaking on or off. So if you want to get thrown into the fire and that randomness like the old games, you could opt for that the same way you can opt out of crossplay. Or if you wanted to kind of have that balance system and figure out the game and kind of play with your peers, you could just turn it on. Personally, I think that's a good solution, but I'm not a developer. I'm not a programmer. Maybe it's impossible. I don't know, but that's my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're going to wrap it up here because I keep going too long. So, yep, 100 plus, sweat fest, and I paid the price for it in the later matches. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I guess I'll see you in another month. So yeah, have a good day. Peace.